everyone, and welcome back to our channel. So today we're going to talk about two things, but focus on one rather than the other. So let's begin with Fomo, or the fear of missing out. You know how when we were younger, our lives were kind of ruled by the photo that we saw online of the event that we were unable to make, or worse, the event that we weren't invited to. And this could make us feel really, really sad. Or it could make us really angry and be a source of conflict. So we really see the power of social media and the way it can have such a big impact on our emotions. And it could be negative if we allow it. So let's focus on the more fun acronym, which is Jomo, and this may be new to some of you. So Jomo is actually the joy of missing out. And why is it so good for you? Let's go over the reasons why. First, it's so liberating. You know that saying, comparison is the thief of joy? When we're constantly trying to measure our happiness, our achievements by what we see being done out there, which is largely seen on the internet, and which we know is not always the whole truth, right? It can diminish our own sense of achievement, make us feel like, hey, how come I'm not accomplishing more? Or why am I not setting those as my goals? So that's why comparison is the thief of joy. It takes away the enjoyment of whatever we are experiencing when we're constantly pitting ourselves against this invisible bar or benchmark. The second reason why Jomo is so good for us, it keeps us in the now. When we are unconcerned with what's going on outside of us, it keeps us blissful, and it keeps us able to enjoy whatever is happening in the moment. And isn't it all we really have? This present moment, this second, this minute, this hour, this day. And if we really reflect on that and take in what it means to be in the here and the now, we'll see that a lot of the time we can increase our joy this way. And isn't that what we really want? To feel more present, to feel more joyful, and to learn how to deal with the emotions that aren't so nice to feel. Jomo also keeps us simple, simplifies things when we aren't constantly trying to be everywhere. Then the essential remains. All the irrelevant things kind of just fall away. And I don't know about you, but I really crave that simple life. And by simple, I don't mean no goals, no dreams, just uncomplicated, minimal drama, and focusing on the things that are good. Jomo also keeps us more who we are when we are intentional about the events we show up to, and not care so much about all that happens without our presence. It also, I think, strips our ego, and when our ego is laid bare, we are able to be more honest and more in touch with who we are at the core. I think Jomo also enriches our connections. When we're selective about what we do with our time and what we say yes to online and offline, we're really being careful with the precious minutes that we are each allotted with, and being purposeful and intentional about where we put our energy. Because every activity entails an X amount of energy, right? So why not spend it with people and events that enrich, that educate, that help us feel so much better. Jomo also frees up your time. You know, it doesn't give you more time because time is finite. It frees up your time to do the things you really care about, the things you enjoy, and to spend it with the people that mean the most to you. I think that's really one of the things that the pandemic forced us to see, forced us to really focus on just the most important things and leave everything else to the next day. And there is something really liberating about that too. I think Jomo, a very interesting thing about it too, is it allows us to be happy for others. We're happy that they're doing well in their lives. We're happy that they're celebrating that milestone. And we don't need to be at every single thing. It doesn't mean we don't wish them well. It's just that we really have to assign priorities. And sometimes your priority is your health. Sometimes your priority is your rest. And it's really being honest with what these things are that make Jomo a very fun and nice thing to embrace. So I'd love to hear, is this the first time you hear about Jomo? What realizations do you have about the joy of missing out? One other thing I'd like to point out is I think Jomo comes more with getting older and appreciating things that you didn't appreciate as much as you did before. So if you're not yet in the Jomo phase, that's okay too. We all have our own timelines. Also, I'd like you to take a look at this portion of the screen. You can directly hit the subscribe button if you enjoy our content. Please share with your friends and family. And thank you so much again for watching. Keep growing with Silver Train.